Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Can you hear me? Hello, good evening. Can you hear me? Please say hi if you are hearing me. Say hi. If you can hear me loud and clear, please say hi. Say hi if you are hearing me. Say hi. Please, if you are hearing me, say hi. So, hello, good evening. I'm sorry for taking our time. It has been as a result of a technical issue. This evening we are coming to how can we use ChatGPT for successful life career. So, and that's the reason why today it's not going to be the use of a ChatGPT not only for us as students, it can also help us to be able to build our life career. Today, just like I said, what do we mean by career? That means we can actually make use of ChatGPT for our lifelong investment. Don't forget that Nigeria is battling with the huge um, pass in economy, and that's the reason why everybody will actually need a job now, or you need a primary source of income. So if you are able to make use of ChatGPT, who knows if that can be your investment. Okay. Now, just like I said, today is going to be a very short webinar. We have actually wasted some time for as a result when we are trying to sort out issues when it comes to the issue of um, this issue of technical issue. So I'm going to go straight into the presentation now. So what are the going to be the key takeaways? Number one, we will actually need ChatGPT in this webinar. Webinar actually means web-based seminar. So practical application of ChatGPT for career growth. We are going to mention something like that. How can we make use of AI for personal development and decision making? We are going to make use of that. Boosting productivity and efficiency. How can we boost our productivity and make sure that we make use of a ChatGPT for production, or let me say economically. And don't forget that you don't actually need to get a laptop before you'll be able to make use of ChatGPT. You can make use of it once you are able to have any browsing phone, be it Android, or is it going to be any button type button type phone, so far it can browse. Okay, then in this presentation we are also going to navigate through what are the major challenges with AI tools in the real world scenario. So that is telling us about what's going to be the ethical issue. How can we make use of ethical issue? How can we make use of ChatGPT to write projects without any penalty or without them knowing it? We are going to make use of all this. And most of the key terms we are going to make use of is ChatGPT for our career, AI in personal growth, ChatGPT productivity tips, life and career success, AI webinar, career development tools, artificial intelligence for students, ChatGPT in education, success with ChatGPT, and career growth with all these are relevant areas or relevant sub-unit subtopic under ChatGPT. Now, what do we mean by ChatGPT? This is an artificial learning intelligence language that is being modeled by OpenAI, which is capable of understanding and generating human-like text. This is a machine, it's a computer model program that is being being written by the use of programming language like Python, uh, that can actually understand and generate human like. So they can reason, they reason like human. So we are going to make use of all this. Purpose of ChatGPT. Why do we need ChatGPT? I used to tell us that artificial intelligence is just like somebody that you are given, you want to get to any destination, and then you don't have a vehicle that will take you there. That means you are going to suffer trekking and suffer you are going to make use of analog. So we will actually need a vehicle to be able to get to where we want to get to in the time, early time. So when you know ChatGPT or when you know any artificial intelligence, you can that can shorten your journey. But the only thing is that the vehicle cannot actually do what it's supposed to do. So artificial intelligence is a machine, human reasoning like machine that can assist us to get to our destination without wasting our time. So, and it actually work. The mechanism, it actually work on three things. Number one, as a neural network technology by the use of a deep learning model to process and generate responses. So it use NNT, neural network. So these are technical terms that we might not actually need to focus too much on. Then it use contextual understanding because it understands inputs context to provide accurate and relevant answers according to Faso and Ito 2017. Then training data, you can train your data the way you want. When you have a data and you input it into ChatGPT or any artificial intelligence, you can train that data irrespective of the enormity of that data. You can trace it in order to be able to improve your own language. That means you can just input some data, input grammatical blunders, then you can ask ChatGPT, prompt ChatGPT to to process it for you like a professional without making any mistake. It is going to use that. Then ChatGPT, how applicable is ChatGPT in our daily life? Number one, it assists us with everyday tasks by helping us to organize schedule, drafting messages, and managing to-do lists. So instead of you to hire somebody who's going to be your PA, now ChatGPT can perform that PA. What are the roles of PA? Is it not to schedule, to organize your schedule? Is it not to help you draft messages? Is it not help you to really order what are those things that you're supposed to do today? So you can actually make use of ChatGPT to do all these tasks. So by the time we get to case studies and problem solving, we are going to see all these as we are going to get it done anytime in the maybe next presentation or the next time we will also talk about it. But the only thing is just I just wanted us to have the solid background about what ChatGPT can do and how can it actually assist us in the area of our daily life. Okay, now just like I said, um, problem solving. Problem solving, ChatGPT can help us to solve a lot of problems. Malnutrition, it can help you to be able to say, okay, these are the list of food items that you have in your kitchen, and if you are to organize in the next 3 4 days, so the ChatGPT should help you to be able to uh, to be able to plan your nutritional um, habit. That is, what should you need instead of you to take your time, pick pen and paper, start racking your brain. How can you? Which one are you going to eat in the morning as your breakfast? Which one is going to be your lunch? And the ChatGPT can actually do that for you effectively. Also, you can also make ChatGPT for your learning age. You as a student, if you don't know how to make use of ChatGPT today, number one, you just discover that you are still living in the past. And at the end of the day, you are not going to get uh, so as a research student, you need ChatGPT, you need artificial intelligence to be able to do a lot of things for you. Now, gone are those days that you have to start racking your brain. You spend a lot of time drafting, thinking about different topics. You think of 50 topics, you think of three topics, and your supervisor will ask you come in the next three, four, 5 times, and you waste time. Even on topic, you can even use 6 months getting a practicable topic. So you can, as a learning aid, you can use ChatGPT to solve past questions. Gone were those days that you have to organize a very long tutorial, you have to do a lot of things together. Nowadays, you can make use of ChatGPT for your learning aid. So it can also assist you apart from solving questions, past questions. What you just need is just to scan. We are going to use the live uh, practical. We are going to make use of live practical and you'll be able to solve any problem. It doesn't actually mean you can be a scientist. If you know how to use ChatGPT, you will be making consultation even for them in the other area. They will know the secret. So ChatGPT, we are going to see all this. You can make use of it in solving past questions. You can use it in a lot of things, and that is going to be what we will do. There is self-improvement, which guides in goal setting, time management, and motivation. So all these are part of what ChatGPT can do for you when you want to make use of it. So you can, as students, you can use it in planning your time, motivational quotes, and so on and so forth. And the way you make use of ChatGPT should just be as if it is your assistant. That's why they call it artificial intelligence. It's just like a personal assistant to you. You make use of it for self-improvement. It will guide you in goal setting, time management, and motivation as well. ChatGPT for career success. How can you make use of ChatGPT for career in career planning? For example, you could be fed up with any job. So what you do is just you have to itemize all your qualification, you itemize them together right away from your primary school to the secondary school, and you can prompt ChatGPT to help you to be able to know where you fit best. Gone were those days that you just start racking your brain, you want to be in science, and because you don't have somebody that is going to be your counselor, that is going to guide you aright, you are in the wrong career. So it can actually, ChatGPT can actually help you to be able to do that. And just like I said, you can be a scientist and you can also be a consultant for those in accounting. There was one time that I used ChatGPT for somebody to do an architectural drawing. And when the person saw it, the person was so surprised that, am I in the social sciences or am I in architecture? I said, no. So what we are saying in essence is gone were those days that you hire, you pay a lot of money. For example, if our government nowadays, if they know how to make use of ChatGPT, you just see a lot of them, personal assistant on the education, you can have them like 20 personal assistant on teaching and women affairs. All this one will no longer be there. ChatGPT will just help you to do whatever you want to do. So then it can also boost your productivity. Just like I said, ChatGPT, this is the economic time, whereby everybody is complaining here and there because of the economic situation of the country. So ChatGPT can actually help you to make side hustle. I know of somebody who made more than 1.5 million naira within 10 days just because he knows how to use ChatGPT effectively. Now, gone were those days that you go to cafe or you go to all these business center before you be able to draft your resume, or you want to draft your CV, or you want to prepare for an interview. So what you just need is just supply your bio data, supply everything that you are, including your address and everything, and just prompt ChatGPT to help you to be able to organize or act as if he is going to be an interviewer. So he's going to organize that, going to provide you with a lot of interview questions, and you'll be able to do it. Okay, then it also enhances your communication skills. Gone were those days, gone were those days that you when you just write anyhow, and you ask ChatGPT to be able to help you to correct your spelling mistake, correct your grammar, correct everything. So thereby, it is also a tool that can enhances your communication skills. It can help you draft emails, make reports, and social media posts. Some people make use of before they will be able to respond to social media posts, they have to think before responding. ChatGPT, they are always available for you to be able to make use of them. They are ready-made tools. Okay, so and that's why I call ChatGPT to me. For most of my students, what I normally tell them is that once they want to do anything as my research student, I do tell them that me as a supervisor, my knowledge is so limited. Me as a supervisor, I may not have time all the time. Me as supervisor, I may not be able to guide you through correctly, but ChatGPT is always there in times of trouble, in terms of when your everybody must have forsaken you. So just get to a corner. They will not know. Consult ChatGPT. This is your problem. You are writing a seminar topic on this, on this, on this, on this, on this. Just write your topic there and ask ChatGPT to be able to do the planning, the presentation, and everything for you. And don't forget that in my earlier videos, I told you that for ChatGPT or any artificial intelligence, you should be able to define the role, the prompts that you are going to provide for them should be divided into three. You will assign them with a role. ChatGPT should be able to, you should tell ChatGPT, for example, you want ChatGPT to act like a consultant. You're already assigning a role to it. So then ChatGPT, I want you to uh, plan my program in the next 7 days. It's going to help you to do it. So, and you should also regulate ChatGPT. You should give it the scope in which it should also do that. So we are going to see all this in practical during the hands-on practical session. Then example, ChatGPT can help you to rephrase and improve your communication clarity. There are sometimes that you just uh, essay, write essay or something. What you just do is just go and paste it on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to rephrase it for you like a professional. Rephrase it for you like an American. Rephrase it for you so that nobody will suspect that it was written by an AI. So all these are part of what ChatGPT can do in enhancing your communication skill. Okay, then for job search and networking, so job application can help you to generate cover letters. There are so many jobs that have been lost uh, that you could not get because you did not have a professional experience on how to write cover letters. Each company has their own format of writing letter. For example, if you are applying for a job in America, there's a way they write their cover letter. If you are so many people have actually lost job because of poor cover letter. Resumes and preparation for interviews. If you have interview in the next few days, you can make ChatGPT to be your teacher, make ChatGPT to be your tutor, make ChatGPT to act like your supervisor. You can assign ChatGPT any role. You can even tell ChatGPT to act like a father in the whole house, that you have three children and the mother. So you can assign roles to ChatGPT and you are going to do that. Then in terms of networking, offer strategies, many of us are in various platforms. LinkedIn, WhatsApp, all these they have their own format. For example, if you want to be on YouTube, they have their own different format, which is quite different from others as well. So ChatGPT will help you to be able to do. ChatGPT can do virtually everything, virtually everything. But one thing you should know is just that whatever um, whatever input, sorry, whatever output that ChatGPT gives to you, you should still be able to subject it to your human correction, no matter what. Just like that is why I told you that a vehicle can only convey you from one point to another point, your starting point to your destination. But when you get to your destination, your AI might not be able to do everything that is needed for you. So even if you use AI to be able to write so many things, you still need to fine tune it. You still need to fine tune it. Then ChatGPT can be used for skill development. For example, you already have a HND, you already have learn one trade or another, you already know about one vocation or another. So ChatGPT, you can prompt ChatGPT to be able to help you for how can you maximize your skills. You have knowledge in any vocation. Tell ChatGPT, how can it help you to maximize that? Then career development is going to offer you advice on courses to be able to offer and guide you professionally. So it can do that. Example of this, where ChatGPT can be used for skill development, is suggesting relevant online courses and training for you. So maybe you don't know what is next in your journey. You can tell ChatGPT, instead of you to just finish your school and be waiting endlessly for NYC. So what you should do is just tell ChatGPT to help you to plan, to suggest for you, suggest relevant online courses that you can even be learning and nobody will know. Training that you know nobody will know. So even if you go for your NYC, some of us will just waste that 11 or 12 months without achieving anything. So ChatGPT can help you to be able to organize that and with the relevant courses to your field of work. Okay. And the case study of where ChatGPT can be used as career enhancement. So the first one is when you have a case where ChatGPT um, help an individual transition to a new career. So we have got seen a situation, a life witness that gave witness that he was able to transit, to move from one career to another as a result of the contextual advice of ChatGPT. The outcome is going to lead to increased efficiency in job hunting. So you will not just be hunting for anyhow job. No, ChatGPT will suggest to you the best for you, for your career, for your training. It's going to help you in interview successes. These are part of the case studies that so we are going to make use of all this in the practical session. Then ChatGPT for professional development. It can help you for work place efficiency, assist in managing time, organizing tasks, and communicating effectively. Leadership growth, help develop leadership strategy through feedback and guidance. There are some people now that because of their knowledge in ChatGPT, they can write like a lawyer. When they write letters, when they write proceedings, because of all this, you would think maybe they are lawyers by training. It's not by their own making. It's just because they know how to make use of to explore artificial intelligence. Career path guidance. AI can suggest roles based on your skill and interest. I've told you that. And a scenario for that is where ChatGPT evaluates career based on the market trending. You can tell ChatGPT that okay, what are the top 25 trending job that you can apply for in Nigeria, trending jobs in Nigeria in 2025. ChatGPT So that is part of decision making. Then complex issue resolution. There are so many things, there are so many times you might just get confused. You might be writing your project, you just get confused. Maybe as a microbiologist now, you are working in the laboratory and you are making use of a machine or an equipment that you don't even know how to do. So what you do, you just snap that equipment, attach it to ChatGPT, and ask ChatGPT to be able to tell you how can you operate that machine. It can do that for you. ChatGPT can do it. When others must have forsaken you, ChatGPT is not going to forsake you. When others are not there, it's not going to. So I, as my research student, I don't want you to get stuck. Whenever you are stuck, you don't know where to go. Your supervisor too might not be able to help you. Your blood brother might not be able to know to help you as well. So what you should just do is go and consult ChatGPT, and it is going to help you to analyze complex professional problems. Complex professional problems. Sometimes you can, for example, if you are carrying out any experiment that you're supposed to be getting a different color, and you are getting a different color, every other person you look at, you troubleshoot, you look at everything, and it is not bringing solution. Okay, you consult people, they are not bringing you, they are not giving you the correct answer. So what you should do is just remember how to use ChatGPT to be able to do that. It's going to guide you. So, and that's why we said it can help you to resolve complex issues. Decision making, it will offer data driving suggestion for important decisions. Before you take any decision, you can consult ChatGPT to be able to help you to take that. Although it might not necessarily be 100% implementable by you, but at least it's going to guide you. It's a counselor. It can act as a counselor. It can act as a consultant. It can act as anything professional. It can act like a career officer. It can act like supervisor. It can act like a teacher. It can act like a student. It can act like human being. It can act like animal. It can act like anything at all. So what we are saying is that you just need to make ChatGPT to be your very closest companion anytime you are in trouble, anytime you are in need, anytime nobody is talking about you, anytime you are not relevant any longer. So many times you can actually go and consult ChatGPT. It is going to be able to do it, and that was one of the primary reasons why artificial intelligence is being developed. So I just want you to know at this point now that AI, artificial intelligence, can do virtually everything, everything you can think of. Nowadays, you don't need to waste your time, go and learn, you waste your time, go and be a musician. Or so nowadays, ChatGPT can help you to be able to do that. Okay, ChatGPT for creative career path in idea in idea generation. ChatGPT offer creative solution for entrepreneurship and innovation. So example, AI helping with business idea generation and creative problem solving. So what you just do is you can just prompt a ChatGPT for to help you on entrepreneurship. Okay, then AI misunderstanding. So overcoming AI challenges in professional setting. Number one, AI misunderstanding. How can you ensure that ChatGPT responses are relevant and accurate? So that's the reason why you need to make sure that one way or the other you subject ChatGPT to ethical concern, addressing AI biases and promoting fair usage. You can actually look for this book or this reference, you can make use of it, even ChatGPT. If you are confused, if ChatGPT is giving you any confusing answer, you can still subject ChatGPT to answer its own question or to solve its own problem. The problem it has also created for you. Okay, ethical consideration of a ChatGPT, AI biases. You should know that a ChatGPT may reflect some biases from your training, from your trained data, so many times you may need to reflect on these biases and subject your uh, training data on this. Okay, then responses use ensuring fairness and transparency when using artificial intelligence in professional settings. So all these are part of the ethical issues that must be resolved whenever you are making use of ChatGPT. Okay, then using ChatGPT for emotional intelligence, improving emotional intelligence, it offer an insight onto emotional intelligence development. Example is when you ask ChatGPT in handling workplace conflicts, and improving communication with empathy. So it can actually help you in your workplace for all this. So these are part of the uh, group. These are part of the group chat and case studies that you can do. Okay. Number one, so we are going to make use of this. Number one, exploring ChatGPT for successful life career, such as identifying. So the task one is a task. Identify 3 ways ChatGPT could assist with time management, goal setting, and work-life balances. Okay, so and your point of discussion, because you are going to you're supposed to work in a group, your point of discussion should include how will ChatGPT prioritize different tasks, how will it help you to set smart goals, how can ChatGPT aid in personal reflection. All these are what you can still put back into ChatGPT, uh, and ask ChatGPT to still solve all these issues for you. So these are part of the case studies that you need to know. Okay, the you can also don't forget that I told you that you can assign ChatGPT a personal role, a role to play a personal development that you can use for your personal development in goal setting, in time management, in work life balance, and so on and so forth. Then it can also act as a career coach that will help you to develop a career transition plan using ChatGPT. What you do is to identify 3 skills to acquire, resources to use, as well as networking strategies. And the point of discussion should include how can ChatGPT help in identifying transferable skills, what AI tools can you use apart from ChatGPT that can help you to build your missing skills? How can ChatGPT assist in finding new opportunities? These are what and what part of what you can use ChatGPT to do. You can ask ChatGPT to act like a coach, career coach. Okay. The ethical concern and bias in AI. So how can you address this? Task is part of the task for another group. You have to discuss how can you minimize bias whenever you are using ChatGPT for consumer, for customer support, and you should be able to propose solution for it. So point of discussion should be how does bias in training data affect ChatGPT responses? Okay. Then apart from that, what step can be taken to ensure ethical artificial intelligence usage using how can user mitigate the risk of bias from advice from AI. So then how can you another task is ChatGPT for professional development and networking. The first task you are going to ask ChatGPT to do is to develop a networking strategy using ChatGPT, including LinkedIn, profile optimization, personalized messages, and conservation practice. And part of what you will discuss on will be how can ChatGPT assist in writing personalized messages that you can post on LinkedIn. Not only on LinkedIn, that you can post on Facebook, WhatsApp messages, and so on and so forth. So how can you make use of it? So a typical case study, you should be able to do that. Then what are the strategies? What strategies can ChatGPT offer for following up after a networking event. Then how will ChatGPT help in improving a LinkedIn profile? So all these are part of what you should use in form of assignment or in form of a task that should be done by each group. The modality you are going to use for um, the grouping, I've already told some of you. And apart from that, I am still going to make all this available to you in the group WhatsApp page as well. Okay. How can you use ChatGPT to generate business ideas? So we want a situation whereby you will be able to make use of a ChatGPT to generate three unique business ideas. How can ChatGPT assist in identifying trending and sustainable technologies? Okay. Then what kind of idea or data will ChatGPT use in order to be able to validate your idea, business idea? How will you assess a business idea using ChatGPT? Okay, the future of work with ChatGPT. What does the future hold? So the group that will work on this will be able to their own task is to analyze a company's workflow and propose area where ChatGPT can be integrated instead of for example, if you are talking of security companies. So how can you make sure that you integrate AI or ChatGPT so that some areas whereby they don't have fund, enough fund to be able to hire them, for example. So all this, you can make use of this as a typical case studies. Okay. Then for entrepreneurship and so on and so forth. So business plan using ChatGPT to draft business plans and proposals. Marketing assistance, ChatGPT will help to create marketing strategies and campaign. uh, Career guidelines, personalized coaching advice for career growth. Skill mapping, which helps in transferable skills for career transition. Then building of an online presence um, in personal branding. It can actually help you to design your logo. It can help you to design your thumbnail. It can actually help you in so many areas, which is going to personally be appealing to your businesses. So you can also ask ChatGPT to give you a banner, a social media banner that you can use so as to attract um, customers and consumers for you. Okay. ChatGPT for freelancers and contractors. It can act like a freelance work, helping freelancers to automate client communication and project management. So many times you get into some websites or some sites, or you get to some medias, social media, and they will be the one that will help you. Any help is the work of ChatGPT or the work of artificial intelligence. So they will be able to help you to respond to messages, help you to respond to comments, help you to solve customers' problem, and so on and so forth. Then contractor support, assist contractors with organizing workflows and managing their time. So how can you integrate ChatGPT into your daily routine in form of time management? Uh, so that is another task for you. Time management, you want to use a typical example of where you can use ChatGPT to prioritize different tasks and manage daily responsibility. Example is automating simple tasks such as responses or meeting schedule. So in terms of if you are a leader, maybe you are the head of a company, you can tell ChatGPT, okay, in a typical this so company, I want you to help me to schedule meeting. What are the days, daily responsibilities, and so on and so forth. So the future career that will be trending with AI, job evolution, there will be a lot of job. Some people would believe that okay, ChatGPT, AI, artificial intelligence is not going to make us jobless in the nearest future. No, ChatGPT and other AI will make job available. There will be different job evolution. Nowadays, you can see, for example, in the time past, like 14, 15 years ago, nobody knew anything about content creation. And now that is what people are making use of to maintain and make millions. That is a part of what the career talk or the career trend that job that artificial intelligence can actually make for you. In those days, who are data engineer? You don't have that. You didn't have anything like that. But now you can see different evolution of jobs. The only thing is, if you do not know how to make use of it, and that's when you say that AI is going to overtake you in the place of your work. So many skills you can learn online, and so many careers that you have now, different types of job opportunities that are coming up, and as a result of AI generating all this, staying ahead with AI driven job market. How can you survive? There are so many of us that you are already confused in your area of work. Okay, you are a scientist, but you have a talent that can make you to survive in other areas. So many times you have a lot of if you cannot update your knowledge, in how can you make use of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT in particular. I've told you somebody that within 10 days made more than 1.7 million precisely on the only use of ChatGPT in creating content, writing notebooks, writing reports, and within that short period of time, ChatGPT has been. But one thing I just want to emphasize on, see, there is nothing that is free in this life. If you want to enjoy life, you should not appreciate anything you are not paying for. So if you want ChatGPT to earn you millions, you want AI to earn you millions, there are areas that you have to subscribe. Professional AI is different from just for beginners. It's quite different. So many things. There are limitations to what free fashion can do for you. So, but you just need, the first thing is you must be ready to pay. You must be ready to pay. If you cannot pay, honestly speaking, but what you are going to pay, I can bet you are going to get more than millions of it, million times of it, and if you actually know how to make use of it. Okay, ChatGPT for career in reinvention. If somebody is in the area whereby he has lost his career as a result of so many things, there are some people that will say, oh, my own trade, everybody is now in too people are just too much in my career. We have so many people that are taking up my job. In those days, people will say, okay, when you have environmental biologists, is the same way as you have other. So what I'm saying in essence is just that nowadays you can use ChatGPT for your career reinvention. You have lost hope in that career. ChatGPT, if you know how to make use of it effectively, it can really help you to be able to do that. Okay, I have just 5 more minutes. Okay, then it can also help you in financial planning. Financial planning. Gone were those days that people will waste a lot of money investing in businesses that they do not know, trial and error. So nowadays, you can use ChatGPT for your financial planning, and that's part of the task that another group will do. So how do you want to use ChatGPT for financial planning? AI assisting in budgeting, it can help you in investing. What are the If you prompt ChatGPT that, okay, if I have 3 million naira in Nigeria, which areas, suggest 10 areas I can invest my money. It's going to give you idea. It's going to bring it out. How can you make use of it? What can you buy? So that in the next few months, it's going to earn you million. It's going to help you make a profit. So you can that. Health management. ChatGPT can be a tool for organizing fitness. Okay, you want to incorporate or integrate you want to integrate fitness and wellness into your routine. It's not work every time. It's not sitting down every time. It's not eating and every time. So if you want ChatGPT to help in managing your health without even consulting doctors, it can help you organizing your fitness and wellness, help you organizing that. Okay, then how can you make use of ChatGPT as a virtual mentor, mentoring and coaching, offer guidance and mentorship for personal and career development. I told you that AI is already providing feedback on professional decisions. For example, when your supervisor is not there, you can tell ChatGPT to act like your supervisor, and every question that you want to ask your supervisor, the first thing is ask ChatGPT first. It's going to get you and suggest is going to respond to you. Okay, practical application of ChatGPT is applicable. It is very, very applicable in all parts of human life. Example of how different companies and individuals have been applying. You will not know. You will not know. Many companies that are growing up now that are making billions, like Netflix. Netflix, for example, now they are using AI, ChatGPT to be able to access feedback, uh, analyze feedback and report from all these companies. So use in customer service, content creation, and in data analysis. Impact on professional success. So you know that. Then finally, the key ways or the key take home today is just number one, I want you to recap the benefits of ChatGPT. How can you make use of personal and career development? So what I'm saying in essence is once again, listen to this lecture, divide it into two. What are the benefits, personal benefits that this lecture has highlighted in the area that you can make use of ChatGPT? And in which area can ChatGPT be very useful in your career growth and career development? So I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you that ChatGPT should be integrated in your daily life as a scientist, as students, as professionals, as career person, even as husband in the house, as a as a single person in your career life. Make sure you integrate ChatGPT in your career life in every aspect of it. When others must have forsaken you, that will not do that. For your project planning and time management, that will also help you. Thank you for your attention. So if you have any comments, please you can send it through the comment section, and in the WhatsApp platform, I am going to divide you into the group so that you'll be able to perform the task as you actually need it. So I'm going to assign roles into each and every one of you. I'll be able to do that. Then once again, the stream, okay, the initial platform we wanted to make use of. So I'm going to work on the technical issues, the technical aspect of it, and that's the best for us, at least for now.